this is out of control. It's out of control. I got too many freaking keys, and I'm just trying to get like a cool thumbnail and move everything around, but there are so many freaking vehicles at this point. It's out of control. Look at my new golf bag. It's a red, white, and blue men's team, like Olympic golf bag. I'm super hyped about it. I got a new driver. It's like really cool. Look at my old bag and then my old driver. I think I've had this for like 15 years. You guys aren't here for golf, you're here for cars. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a fantastic day as always. So yes, today we're gonna be moving some vehicles around. We're getting rid of one, a certain Volkswagen over there is finally going to get wrapped, and then it will be gone permanently, which I can't wait for because just it's crazy around here. Like I literally have way too much. I got vehicles in the yard. I really need to organize. Today is the day. Today is the day that I finally figure out everything that I want to do. So the Volkswagen, we're getting rid of that right now. And the Viper, there is only 10 days left for you guys to win that car right there. My 2014 SRT Viper. With only 2,752 miles on it, you're basically getting a brand new Viper. And like I said, you can win this car. Every $5 you spend on InShaneDesigns.com right now is worth 5 entries. 5 entries. So normally it's worth 1 entry. Now it's worth 5. You're getting an entry for every dollar that you spend. It's pretty crazy. The craziest promotion we've ever done. And this is it. You know, we're not going to do any more like triple entries or 5 times entries or anything after this. That's it. So get entered now if you haven't yet, or if you want to maximize the entries you already have. And you only have 10 days left to win this car. It's pretty freaking sweet. You're not gonna want to miss out on this thing.
Oh my god, it's only 10 days left?
Yeah, only 10 days left.
Wow, time flies.
It does, I know. It's crazy. Love that hat, by the way.
Thanks.
SRT Viper carbon fiber wing, Brixton forged wheels. You get the stock ones as well if you don't like those. K&N cold air intake and a Corsa exhaust. Just look at this freaking thing. You don't want to miss out on winning this car. 8.4 liters of freedom, and you only have 10 days left. Every item on the site gets you entered to win the Viper, and we have lots of new stuff on there. I mean, the selection of key tags at this point is out of control. We have tons of different key tags, everything from American flags to the student drivers to Savage Garage stuff. We got all kinds of stickers, all the new shirts. We have Whistle and Diesel merch right there if you like him. We have the Viper 717 shirt, the Viper Generations shirt. One of my favorites. It gives you every generation of Viper, 1st through the 5th ACR. Trump Exotic Challenger Evolution, same idea as the Viper shirt, but with the Dodge Challenger. Tiger King 2020 Mopar No Car, American Muscle shirt, Street Speed shirts over here, shirts from the Diesel launch. We have hats, my new ZR1 shirt. Clean and simple. If you want a shirt with my car on it, there you go. And we have a Viper outline shirt there, and then a Save Manuals shirt over here with the gear shift logo on it. It's like a big gated shifter, like on a Lambo. Good luck, guys. Don't miss out on this one. InShaneDesigns.com, and I'll be calling one of you in about 2 weeks. Now, for the ZR1 with those fresh Brixton forged carbon fiber wheels. I still like get excited every time I walk by the car and look at them. They are just so freaking cool. Don't mind that. It's a garage floor flake in there. But yes, full carbon fiber wheels. I love them. I'm gonna fire this beast up right here. There you go. I know it's early, baby. I know. Gotta wake up, just put like 15 gallons of 109 in her, ready to go. Not cheap, not cheap. She is not cheap. The High Country, I think we're ready to position that truck. It's really fun getting these thumbnails, and I was inspired by Stradman to get them. I just love when he's got everything lined up in the garage. It's really cool. Fun to do. It's fun to get them all together, really. Although it is kind of difficult. Like, you look at the thumbnail and I didn't think it'd be difficult. And it's not that it's hard, but you do kind of have to figure out what car you're gonna park first. And there's an order to it because you can't fit everything at once. So it's like you can't just go willy-nilly. You have to organize, which I won't for a second pretend like is a bad thing that I'm complaining about. Like, oh, I have too many cars to park. Like, that's so sad, isn't it? And I'm very fortunate that I have you guys to support me. I think like that should be good. Maybe a little bit more over in towards the middle. I don't know. Big High Country, man. I love this truck, but the reality is we're gonna have to get rid of it. I like that truck just a little bit more. It's a bit more practical. This one is just a little too big for me to drive every day where I live, a little too illegal. I love it, but it's just a little too impractical for being a daily and those, you know, 400-mile trips down to the beach, which I think I will do one of those with it before I sell it. What I wanted to say in this upload, the Corrado's gone, Viper going, High Country is going for sure. I think I'm definitely going to get rid of the High Country. If you want it, make me an offer, like a real offer though. Don't give me a crap offer on it. You know, I have about 50K in the truck with repairs and everything, and then I have, you know, roughly about 20 grand worth of lift kit and wheels and tires and everything, plus the labor for that. So, I mean, I'm in the truck for about 70 G's. So if I could get somewhere around that number, I'd love to get rid of it. The check engine light is on, by the way, for the DEF, which is completely empty. So it doesn't actually have like a real engine problem. It's just I have to put more DEF fluid, diesel exhaust fluid in there. So it's not, you know, don't worry about that. But yeah, it's a great truck. And I think it has, what, 13,000, about 14,000 miles on it. 2020 High Country Duramax, in really good shape, you know, no problems. I fixed everything, you know, every little dent that it had, and it didn't have any like major actual problems. It just had some little body stuff wrong with it. Yeah, if you want the High Country, hit me up. I mean, everything works. It's a really, I mean, the thing is, it's a freaking awesome truck. It's still my favorite truck I've ever built, but it's time for me to move on. And the plan is I am going to do a lift kit to that one. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be the same 7 to 9 inch lift kit, but I think I might do the 4-inch Kelderman lift kit. So just like everything that you see there, tiny bit smaller, and that's what that one's going to be. I mean, I really do love how it turned out. It drives, oh my God, it's better than a freaking stock truck, and it looks that amazing. So coming soon. My God, this is what I was talking about. Forgot to get the Urus out. Now, for the big Urus, the Lamborghini, the Italian Bull right here. Now, this vehicle is not going anywhere. This is the wife's car. Not my wife yet, but more on that shortly. We're just waiting for Bobby to get married to his fiance, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, we will film it for the family channel. So if you're not subscribed to the family channel, Mike and Gina, check it out. We're on our way to 50,000 subscribers on that channel. Awesome. Thank you guys for that. So if you want to keep updated on like our personal life, check out the family channel. But this is the wifey's car, and she loves it. I got this for her for Valentine's Day this year. Toyota she had for 3 years and only put 14,000 miles on it. So the fact that she's got 3,000 in like 4 months, that's a lot. And I love the Urus too. It's a really, really cool SUV. When, I've talked about it before, but when they first came out, I was like, you know, oh, that's such a, you know, who would want that? It's an Audi with a Lamborghini badge. But the more I've lived with it, the more I really enjoy it, and I drive it like all the time. Now, don't tell her that, but I do. I drive it all the time, and I sneak out with it. All right, now for the other 2020 Duramax, and like I said, this is the one that I'm keeping. I love the High Country. I've talked about how I love it more and more every time I drive it. That's true. It's a really, really good truck, but I'm much more emotionally attached to this one, and I like it a little bit more. You know, I built it myself. It was custom ordered. Everything's exactly how I want it. And you know, it's like my child, my baby. You know, I built her. I can't get rid of it. So although the High Country is sweet, that was more of like a fun build and a test for the parts that I had, like the lift kit and the wheels and everything like that. So basically I was buying that truck because I wanted to install those parts, and I didn't want to do it to this truck, which I think ultimately not doing the lift and everything to this truck was a good decision, because this really is the better daily and a great long-term vehicle. So we'll do a lift kit to it, and it's not going anywhere. One more vehicle I'm sure that you might not ever even think about on the channel, but that is the Toyota, the original Frenchie's Bakery Mobile. Now, she has made a decision on this car. It is nice that she has a second vehicle if she ever needs it, but she feels like she doesn't need it and it's just taking up space. So we're also getting rid of the Toyota. Not really a huge deal, but it was a great little car while we had it. Oh, I beeped the horn. So you can see 15,000 miles in about 3 years. It's been a great car, no complaints. It has needed nothing. It's a Toyota, you know, it's never had a single problem. So I can't complain. I would recommend one to anyone. Fun little car. I think the CHRs look good. It's a good looking little car. It has every option you would want. It's got you know, all the Bluetooth stuff. It's got heated seats. It's got everything. And it was only like 21 grand, brand new. And it will last forever. You know, if you're someone who needs a long-term car, get a Toyota. I mean, I bet you this car would run for 150,000, 200,000 miles without a single problem. And you can't beat that. You got a great warranty as well. Kind of sad to see it go, but at the same time, it's not like we don't have anything else to drive. And it is hot. I am sweating, really sweating here. I'm sweating for the content. But yes, Toyota going bye-byes. Okay, last one is the Volkswagen Corrado. Now, if you don't know the backstory to this vehicle, the little VW that I've had for like 3 years, far too long. This was at one point my brother's car, and he sold it when he joined the Army because he didn't have a place to store it and couldn't like afford to keep it. So he sold it, and I ran into the guy he sold it to a couple of years later, and I bought it back. And I've been kind of like restoring it and getting it to where he would want it to be slowly over time. And now, oh my God, that clutch is light. All these different clutches. And now it's almost ready to go. The only thing I have left I want to do is get it wrapped, and that's what the goal is today. So this, the seat belt, this could be one of the last times you see the Corrado at the house, hopefully. There you go, about 15 minutes later, we have all the vehicles out in the garage for the thumbnail pick. You got to grab the keys and do something like this. Just to recap though, Toyota going, Viper going, Corrado going, High Country going. That will leave only 3 here that you see right now, and the C8. What are you doing?
I'm testing out your new driver.
Are you getting ready to golf, dude? Look at Bobby's dress now.
Look at that.
Yeah, I showed him. I don't think they really care about golf.
Well, you better start, because this is the new hobby.
We're going now. We're going, but ooh, look at him. Look at that. We are in the Corrado. And I should have grabbed the POV hat. I forgot, I was in such a rush, but I should have grabbed the POV hat because it actually is really fun to drive. It's not a fast car, as we know. I think they made like 174, something like that, horsepower. But it's only about 2,700 pounds, and it's really enjoyable and really nice. And it's really hard to find a good clean one like this. 57,000 original miles on a 1993 all factory, other than the 5-speed swap. You can see it used to be an automatic, so we're in drive forever now. But yeah, it's way more fun with the 5-speed. So it's a really cool little car, and they're actually gone up in value. So I'm doing my brother a big favor. Now, he's not gonna appreciate that, and he's not gonna say thank you. He will for the car, but I'm doing him a big investment. You know, I'm really doing him a big financial favor as well. So I hope he appreciates it. It's fun. Like, it's not, you know, it's not fast, but makes a great sound. We picked a very 90s, like, deep burgundy purple metallic color for it. I think it's gonna look great. And if you notice, the active arrow, can you see it in the rear view? The active arrow still works on the car. So, interesting fact about the Corrados, number one, they had the mirrors from a McLaren F1. So McLaren, when they built the F1, they used a Volkswagen Corrado mirror for the car, which means my mirrors are worth more than I think the rest of the car is. But another fun fact is all Corrados had active arrow. Down here you can press, and that lowers or raises the wing. Let me make sure you can see it in the camera here. So you can see the back of the car, and if I press the button, the wing goes up. Or it goes up automatically once you hit 45 miles an hour. Really, really cool stuff. And that's one of the reasons why this car was unbelievably expensive back in 1993. I think these brand new, which by the way, this car is 1 year older than I am. I think these cars were like $20,000 in 1993 for a brand new like small Volkswagen. That was a ton of money. That's even like kind of a lot of money now, but that was a ton of money back then. Now, if it was my car and I was gonna keep it, I would probably do a turbo. Like I've heard the VR6 turbos are really, really good and pretty fast. But the important thing for me and for my brother is it runs really well. Like I can drive on the highway very comfortably. It's got all new brakes, all new lights and everything like that, new rubber seals. The alignment is good, no problem. Oh, the Grand Am GT is on the gas. So it's good to go. It's gonna be a great daily driver. I wish I had the camera on the guy in the Audi S4 was like, what year is that? I was like, 93. He's like, dude, that's friggin' beautiful. And he's got a great looking S4 as well. Really nice wheels on it. My brother had an S4, a B5 S4, or a B4 S4, one of the older ones, but it was a really cool car as well. And that's the thing, like nobody really cares about the Corrado, but if you know, you know. It's one of those deals. Like people, real car guys, they see it and they're like, oh, that's a Corrado. That's a neat, kind of rare car. So I like it. I do. I'm not big, as you guys know, I'm not big into the European stuff. And that was always our rift back and forth as kids. Like he would always love, you know, oh, Audi and Volkswagen and Porsche. And I'd be like, no, you want Corvette, American car. So we would always go back and forth. But I do like the Corrado, I can't lie. Once he's done in the military, you know, maybe he can be a part of the channel because he's a riot. You know, he's a riot. He's hilarious. And I feel like us going back and forth would be funny. He's never been in a video. He can't be due to the nature of what he does in Special Forces. But, you know, once he's retired, we could have a lot of fun, I think. I think we could have a lot of fun. Every $5 you spend on our website, inshanedesigns.com, gets you 5 entries to win today and tomorrow only. Don't miss out. The only thing is, you have to push the clutch pedal in like really hard. Okay. Like even though it's down all the way, just like give it a little bit more pressure. And you want me to pull it in? Yeah. Okay. And reverse is always, it's down and up to the left, and it's always gonna go when it goes in reverse. Okay. Like it always does this. I don't know why. So don't be alarmed. It sounds healthy, honestly. Yeah, it doesn't do that in any other, only reverse. Just Volkswagen thing. Yeah, don't be alarmed. It'll be fine. This is easy to get in the shop. Real tiny little car, very easy to get in. Okay, well, next time you see the Rado, well, I'm sure it won't be done, but next time you see it, she'll be like purple. That is that. The Corrado is dropped off, and once again, Viper going, Toyota going, Corrado going, and High Country going, all really soon. So that's 4 cars gone, and that will leave only the Urus, the ZR1, the 2020, and my C8 then. Literally cutting the collection in half, and it's all because I got my eye on something really cool. I'm either getting a C6 ZR1, which will be a fun little build, and I want to do like an 800 wheel horsepower build on it and see if I can make it about as fast as that car. It won't be as fast, but pretty close, you know, something like a fun manual street car. I either want to do that or I have my eye on an exotic. I have been out of the exotic game for over a year, and I got my eye on something really cool I think you guys will like. But I also really enjoy having the Corvette. Not that I would get rid of the Corvette. Like the ZR1 is staying for a very long time, so don't worry about that. But it's either C6 ZR1 or this exotic car, and that's why I'm clearing out space. I'm making financial moves. I'm getting money ready to go. I can get rid of some other stuff. I can make the space and get some money for these other vehicles, and it should be cool. It should be really, really cool. And a lot of people ask me, they're like, you know, Mike, why don't you just get a big pole building, like a storage building or something where you can store all your stuff? And I've thought about that many times. I even went in with Steve on a little garage to store the Blazer, which I just talking about that, I remembered the Blazer is in my backyard. I don't even know if you can see it from here. I doubt you can. See, the Blazer is back there, and we're not getting rid of that. But, you know, I even went in with Steve on a little storage garage, and I never even put the car there. I ended up not even putting the Blazer there because I just stored here. And the truth is, it would be neat, you know, if I was like Jay Leno, if I was like rich, basically a lot of people think like, oh, you must have millions of dollars because you got all these cars. But the truth is that these cars are all an investment for my channel. They all make me money. You know, if I make some content with them, you know, I really only have to make a couple grand with each car in content, and it pays for itself. But I'm not like Jay Leno. You know, I cannot afford to have a bunch of cars not making me money, not doing anything, just sitting there. And as much as I would like to have a collection like that someday if I get to that financial level, I also really like the fact that if I keep everything here at my own like residential house, and I have to, you know, I have to figure out what space to use and what car fills what position in my garage and for the channel, it forces me to get creative. And I always have Shane's if I have to store a car, you know, if I need it, one car gone, and usually one car is gone anyway, like at LMR or something, something is always getting done to one of my vehicles. So usually they're not all here at once anyway. But I like the fact that if I have everyone here and I only have this garage and this driveway, it forces me to get creative and figure out, you know, really what vehicle I want to focus on and what build I want to do. And it forces me to drive every car I have on a very regular basis. Like my ZR1 is my daily driver. Every vehicle that I have, I want to drive. You know, I want that to be like my car and I drive it, not just like something that sits forever and I drive it once a month. That's not fun to me. I like the fact that when you follow my channel, you follow me like really living with each car that I have, and you get to see it all the time. I have zero self-control. So if I had a big building, I can guarantee you I'd have like 30 cars. 20 of them would be complete pieces of crap I find on Facebook Marketplace because it's a great deal. And I would never do anything with half of them. I would have projects that never get done. And the one thing about my channel, like every project I have, it gets done, like my truck build or the ZR1 or whatever. Only having a few spots, it makes me, like I said, it makes me be creative, and it makes me, you know, have to change things quickly. And I don't get comfortable. I don't get complacent. You know, I can't just be like, oh, I'll park this car over in this garage and whatever. It forces me to make a decision, and I like that. So if you want to make me an offer on the High Country, great truck, absolutely nothing wrong with it. I love it. Just don't have, you know, I want to move on. So if you want to make me an offer, feel free, hit me up in the DMs. And what do you think I got my eye on? I can tell you it's not a McLaren, and it's over $250,000. So it's in that price range. And that's why I need you to make me a good offer on this so I can make it happen. Or would you rather just see another Corvette, another C6 ZR1? Because I'm really thinking about that as well. But if everything goes according to plan and the Viper giveaway goes well and everything, I might have enough to do both. I could do the ZR1 project and then get the exotic. But as you can see, I'm trying to make room. I'm selling stuff. So let me know what you would like to see on the channel in the comments below. If you enjoyed this upload, give it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget the Viper giveaway ends in like 10 days. 5 times entries is live right now. Link down below and up on the screen. Take care and have a great night, guys.
Style life.